Well, hello everyone. Here to talk about here is talking about typical hairbrushes, though, and you'll want to know too is to where a lot of times, whenever it comes to a man brushing his hair, a lot of times, and you'll want to know too is to where if you're going to be going to a job interview, or if anything, if you're going to be brushing your hair for any particular reason, such as talk about to say for to where there ain't nothing in it, but still that when we talk about brushing our hair, a lot of times. When we do talk about brushing our hair, and you want to know too, is do we necessarily brush it at a certain style, though, as far as there ain't nothing in that. But talking about right here is with the hairbrush right here. But still, that when we do think about styling our hair a lot of times, that you think is toward okay, yeah, it's like there ain't nothing in that. But still that when we do talk about styling our hair, though, that you want to know too is that you brush the hair just a little bit like that right there, and then put it into a wave right there. But half the time, if you do brush it to the right here, and at 102, that what sorts of layer are you necessarily trying to make whenever you are styling your hair? And people might even want to know too that whenever you do that, by the way, it sure seems that way, that 102, that compared to an actual comb and compared to an actual hairbrush, right? And 102 that okay, you take about 5 minutes just to be able to do that right there. And 102 it's like there ain't nothing in it. But the way I think about it, and then you go ahead and brush it to the left right here, what exactly does that mean whenever you do brush it to the left right there? And it makes you feel like a rock star, man. But still that you have right here, talking about with that hairstyling right here. And talking about it's like there ain't nothing in it. But still, that whenever we do talk about brushing our hair, but really, whenever you do spike up your hair just like that right there, and at 102, that, what sorts of look do you think that they would necessarily mean, necessarily? And people might even say is that, really, what exactly is it supposed to mean whenever you do spike up the hair just like that, just let it puff out just like that? And if they say that, especially if you're going to be going to a job interview for sure, and people want to know too, is like, you got that nice line head, right there. It's like, it's like, there ain't nothing in it. But still, that when we do talk about typical hair brushing, though, that you're thinking is toward that you take the time to style your hair a lot of times just to kind of let the wind blow it around. And that you want to know too that you style your hair just like that. You take the time to style your hair, and somebody would say is toward well, really, that you about recognize you just by the way that your hair is all kind of styled around like that. But the way I think about it, though, is like talk about typical hairbrush, right? And you're thinking is toward, with the typical hairbrush, you take the time to go ahead and brush your hair a lot of times. And everybody would even say, too, that when we do talk about brushing our hair, don't we necessarily think about that? Maybe a little bit of the similar thing, whenever it comes to sweeping the floors or anything like that. And there I say is toward, well, sweeping the floors right there, though, but, still, when we do talk about brushing our hair, that you're actually doing a style, to your hair. You're doing a style, but other than that, it's like, talk about a certain style right here, and it likely 102 is to where there's like, there ain't nothing in it. But, really, that when we do talk about brushing our hair a lot of times, it's like, it's like, there ain't nothing in it. But the way I think about it is like, you may be getting good exercise while you're trying different styles and all that. But the way I think about it, too, is that I know it's like, the type of things that a hairbrush can actually do. And like I say, is to where, that different things for what you can do with the hairbrush, but a lot of times it sure seems that way, is to where that you take time to style your hair up just a little bit, just like that right there. And people might even say too that yeah, well, we can actually see that typical rock star style that's right there, but the way I think about it too is that taco, as I was thinking, yeah, there ain't nothing in it. But the way I think about it is I understand about typical hairstyle.